profile. You could have taken a picture.
Good evening, and welcome and hello to another edition of the Ohm Service Live with me, Marky Mark, Chris from Lethal Coils, and Stevie Baby from Tales from the Ohm. Good evening and hello, everybody.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
You alright then?
I am after watching that. That was brilliant.
Yeah, did you enjoy that?
Oh man, I've been funking away there.
No,
I thought I'd upgrade it a little bit. I was messing about on Sunday. Just trying to... The only problem was Chris. He's got two pictures. That's all I could pick from. It was either the mug of coffee picture or him sucking an orange.
Michael Hutchins wins.
Which one am I going to choose? Come on. If you've got a choice between Chris and a mug of coffee, looking very like that, or him sucking an orange, which one are you going to choose?
Oh, bless you.
Good
Thank you,
evening,
Rachel.
chat. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all well on this Thursday evening. People up in Scotland, I've heard the weather forecast. You are going to get some storms up there. Lightning, thunder, big pouring down. So please batten down the hatches and bring all the pets in.
Oh, yes. So, shall I say hello to those that are in?
Oh, go for it, sir. Go for it. You can read.
Right.
I can't.
Mr. Harris, good evening, sir. Mr. Richards, good evening, sir. Mr. Doyle, pleasure to see you, sir. Mr. Evans, stalwart of the community. Stalwart. Grumpy, you will go blind, you dirty old man.
Oh, you dirty. How bad you.
Jake, how you doing, kid? Manic, Alan.
Alan!
Alan!
Alan! Alan!
Steve! Evening, Rachel.
Alan!
Evening, Stuart.
Alan!
Tolbeck, good evening, sir. And UK Vapester, good evening to you as well. And I believe that's
Rachel,
everybody on
Unformed
participant.
Ruby. Hello. And
Ooh,
Jackie
yeah.
McGuire.
Oh, good evening, Jackie. Sorry, mate, I missed you there.
Did you say
JJ.
Nico?
I missed JJ as well.
Jay
Unbelievable.
And
Barry?
Tom. You missed Tom.
I missed Tom.
Did you
I'm
miss
sorry
Rachel?
about that, Tom.
He didn't miss Rachel. He never
No, he
misses.
didn't miss
He
Rachel. Well,
never
Rachel.
misses Rachel.
Oi, what are you inferring?
That you never miss Rachel.
It's a good habit to get into. Ask Chris. It's less pain.
Yep.
Oh. Jackie. Is that a woman spelling a Jackie or a bloke spelling a Jackie? Because if it's a woman spelling a Jackie, I'm in trouble, and I really do apologise.
That's a tough one, that one, because
Hello,
that's how
honey. Hey, Toro.
I used to go out with a girl called Jackie many moons ago, and that's how she used to spell it. Ooh, we could be.
Toro Holman just jumped in with us as well.
Jackie,
Yeah.
I do apologise.
She's female, yes. I thought so. With that Jackie. And it's sunny in Scotland at the present moment. By all accounts, I've just caught the weather forecast on news, and by all accounts, we're getting a right storm starting tonight, leading into tomorrow. So,
Are we in for a heavy blow tonight then?
oh, we're in for a serious blow tonight. But
Does she know that?
well, who knows?
I think you should tell her.
Well, no, she likes a surprise.
Well, for those in chat, I do apologise because the tone went downhill 15 minutes before we started. We're all a bunch of naughty boys and we were in chat a bit early and we got bored. It's a bad thing to do.
I blame Ben.
Well, yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
totally. I mean, what he was watching, yeah. We blame Ben. Yep.
Good evening, Toro.
I like that one, Toro. That's nice.
Toro Holman.
Do you know something? I have these words that I really do like. Another one I like is dominion. I don't know why. I just love that word.
Jackie McGuire, welcome for your first time. Thanks for joining us. And thank you. We are funny.
Not that we're big-headed or anything, you
No, we are funny. Well, they're funny.
He's really funny.
Looking, maybe.
I've seen the picture of him with the orange. He's really funny, trust me.
Yep.
Alfred Vapor, how's it going?
Alfred, how you doing, mate?
Hey, kiddo. Hope you're all right, buddy. And we're all taking a vape at the same time.
How do you have
Hey,
it?
you know?
So,
So, Mark, what are you vaping on?
not telling you.
Oh,
Not
cool.
telling us.
Don't want to.
Your
Show
turn
us your
first.
What
brother.
am I vaping on this week? Well, new juice. The Japanese sweet pear from Vapor Air. I did their
yes.
one the other week, last week, the chestnut
Hazel-
cake.
Yeah.
Hazelnut cake. I've got chestnut
Baby in
cake.
there?
Yeah.
Maybe?
No, not so keen on this one. It's nice. It's got a very tinned pear kind of flavour
Nice.
to it, but it's got a little hint of like a cooling on it. It's all right. I'm not a big pear fan, to be fair, and it's a very soft pear. You know, like a yellow pear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Quite sweet.
Yeah, quite sweet. It's all right. Not an all-day vape for me, though. Not an all-day vape, but yeah, it's all right. Got that on the drop on the Hex. What else have I got? I've got this. No, this is not a sample. This
So, you've
is
been smoking beer again?
this is the Marquis Elixir. In other words, I've got a load of different bottles of similar. It's basically a raspberry, but it's a load of different raspberries. And you know how you get a little bit of 10ml bottle and there's a little bit of it there and there's a little bit of there. And that's what I created. So this is the Mark Raspberry Elixir. There's all sorts in here from cookie dough to, yeah.
Lost.
Yeah. So I'm on that and it's all right, to be honest with you. So I thought, recycled, I don't like wasting juice. So I thought I'll throw it all together and see what comes out of it. And don't ask me what milligram it is. don't even go there. So is that a 30 or a 40 PG, Mark? I've not got a clue. I haven't got a clue, but there you
I
go.
could put hairs on your chest.
So yeah, I think it's a good thing, not wasting juice. I'm a big thing on that. And what have I got that on? I've got that on the Twisted Mess version 2. Yes, the version 2. We're going retro 2015 on my G100 mechanical parallel unregulated 18650 box mod from the Tree of Life. And if you haven't seen the review, go check it out on my channel. That's it. That's all I'm vaping on really tonight. So Chris, what you got on, kidder?
Well, what do we got on tonight? We've got the Topside Dual with the Drop Dead. Love that combo. And my other favorite here at the moment, the Drag with the True Tank MTL.
That you need filling up. It's empty.
That it does need filling up.
It's empty, that,
in
dude.
that one, I've got Vape My Day from Innovate, which is a butterscotch, hazelnut, and caramel.
Ooh, that
And
sounds
then
nice.
in the Topside Dual, I have loaded up some Yogi's original granola bar,
Yeah, Mark.
and that's what I'm vaping on, guys. That's it. That's it. Two setups tonight. That's it.
TVP.
Hey,
Good evening,
TVP.
sir.
Also, I did want to say hello to Mr. Barron. Hello, Chris. How are you, buddy?
Indeed. And young Timmy.
Oh, did you see his post?
Nope.
No, I missed his post.
Right,
Me
go
too.
and check his post. The Pharaoh mod that he's just put up. Oh, wow. And that blooming steampunk mod. Oh.
Oh, his steampunk mods. Wicked.
He put up his Pharaoh mod. That is some...
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
Who's that, Timmy?
Yeah, Timmy. He's
Okay.
putting it on the SoulOhm crew page.
That is gorgeous.
Jason, hello.
Where do you find these wonderful toys?
Oh, my.
That is gorgeous,
Oh,
isn't it?
my. That is beautiful.
You wouldn't want that right back of your head, would you?
No way.
Honestly, it's absolutely gorgeous. You want to put a link in chat while you've got it on?
Yeah.
Put a link
I
in
will
chat
give it
so
a
everyone
go.
can have.
One sec here.
Here we are.
That is one
got
stunning
it?
mod.
The thing is, I don't know if it'll work because of Tim's
Hip hop juice.
privacy settings on Facebook.
Right.
So,
BFG, tell me what you're vaping on, and I'm going to see if I can drag it up.
right, darling. Well, this evening we have a little cheeky pod action with the Passitaire. Still working on the rebuildable deck, and to be honest, it's going very nicely. Coils wearing nicely. Great vape. Absolutely corky. In that, I've got Mango Ice from Pod Salt at 20mm, which is a bit worrying because I'm starting to accept 20mm. It's not good. Then we've got Soul Keeper with the drop on top. That hence my sort of rather cloudy room this evening, I'm afraid, because I forgot how well the drop chucks. And in that, I've got the last of the Maui Mango, and
Vaping with Mobro, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, bro, how you doing, kid?
There you go, gents. I've just put it in on this big screen. Look at that for a beauty. That is a mod.
Beautiful.
He's a lucky poo.
Isn't he just? That is absolutely gorgeous.
Of course,
like
I'm
that.
thinking, I'm such an idiot.
Remove that. Yes.
Oh, and there's a lovely picture of Dave as well. Blimey, Dave. That's a big beast.
Mobro, kiddo.
Oh, I could play with that pipe.
There you go, sir.
No, that's not what I meant, behave.
Ooh, you can play with his pipe. There you go, Timmy. You've pulled.
No, I was on about Dave's.
Oh, Dave's. Oh, you want Dave? Ooh.
So, pipe from Totally Wicked.
So, have we got any news, Chris? Anything exciting?
No, just still doing my Twitch streaming.
Row your boat.
Yeah.
Down the street.
Got an injury.
Look at that. Come on, show us your war wound.
I popped a couple of tendons while I was rowing a boat, and so now I've got some severe tendonitis between my wrist all the way up, about halfway up my forearm. So now it's going to be a lot of waiting and unable to use my hand. So there's not much I can do at the moment. But I'm still doing my Twitch streaming in the morning. Well, I didn't do it this morning because I had a doctor's appointment, which was for my arm, surprisingly, funny enough. So I didn't do it this morning, but I'll be picking it back up again tomorrow. What the hell was that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell. Here we go. See, I told you.
It had to be marked, didn't it?
Yeah, Rachel, I'm still banned from fishing, although I don't really pay attention to the ban. I kind of do it anyways.
So what you're saying is you use your left hand to play with your pole now?
I have to. I don't have any choice.
Are you getting the same wrist action?
No. It's not the same.
Oh, it's getting worse. Oh, join us on Sunday. We're far cleaner and much, much saner.
Because you don't have me there.
Oh, bless. Right. Shall we hit the news?
May as well, sir.
Thank you.
And in the news.
So the story about the hospitalised kids in Minnesota has been doing the rounds, and Grimm's mentioned it on his Wednesday vlog. When it first came out, the headlines were very much vaping. As happens, more details have come out. And the truth behind the scary headlines is simple. The e-liquid that was bought from a street dealer and not from a bricks and mortars vape store, and it would appear they were hooky spice.
Really? Well, we suspected something not quite right, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, I say spice. They do actually state synthetic cannabis. So it may not necessarily be spice, but it's of a similar ilk.
Yeah, it's like what they consider like K2 over here. It's an incense kind of herbal blend, but they sell it as like synthetic marijuana almost. And a lot of people, it says on it, not for inhalation, not to be inhaled or something like that. They sell it as like incense, as something you would burn in its own little thing rather than smoking it. But a lot of people don't pay attention to that.
That sounds like vaping patchouli oil to me, mate. No,
That's what I vaped is that and effing chicken tikka e-liquid.
So, Greg Connolly, the president of the American Vaping Association, was quoted as saying, unless the department is withholding information, what we know today does not justify discouraging adult smokers from using vapor products as an alternative to cigarettes. It is absolutely shameful that health departments are blaming vaping generally when the facts point to the street-bought THC cartridges as being the likely cause of these hospitalizations. So there we have it. Nice clear quote there. The FDA are asking for the public's input as they look to add warnings of 19 toxins to e-liquids. So they've published a toxicant list on smoke from lit tobacco, but they now want to include any possible toxins that may be found on vapor. So if you go across to eSig Click and look at the weekly news roundup, there is a link that actually takes you to the webpage for the FDA with this list of potentials. And diactyls on there.
Diacetyl.
Diacetyl.
That's the one. Diacetyl. I can't speak tonight.
It's okay.
It's
We can
not
speak
good.
for you.
Thank you, darling.
Well, formaldehyde and diacetyl are the two common ones that they always bring up.
Does it smell like chloroform?
I say. Later, son, after you bought me dinner. Right. So, moving on from that, we have news of an NH trust that has published pro-vaping. So we've got Tees, Esk and Weir Valleys. They tweeted, have you seen the new signage going up around the trust promoting e-cigarette friendly grams? What it is the usual picture of no smoking, but underneath there's a green circle with a mod in it and a big red tick.
Awesome.
Which I thought was absolutely brilliant. Now, I was checking out the tweet, and it was interesting, shall we say the least. Some of the comments that was coming from somebody that described themselves as a social scientist.
A social scientist. That sounds posh, doesn't it?
It does until you realise it means she reads the Daily Mail and doesn't like vaping. So, and she was very quick to go on the defensive, accusing pro-vapers of being rude and, bringing it down to gutter level rather than using discussion to get our points across. But if people would actually listen to what we're saying rather than just going, I don't like vaping, then we might actually,
Yeah, I mean, they're the people. They are the hardest people to actually make them listen, because they've got it set in their mind. Vaping's the same as smoking. That's it. I don't want to hear anything else. And it's them people that are, and if they're in a position of, should we say, power or something like that, or in an authority position, they can cause some serious bother. Really can, just because of their
Status.
Yeah, their dislike to a certain subject. So yeah.
Well, it was amazing. One pipes up, and then further down the comments, all of a sudden there was another comment, and then another, and it was almost like the Daily Mail readers had gone, "Oh, we've got to be banned together. Get this banned. It's horrible." Bless him. But anyway. Finally, forget the days of free insurance and a tank of petrol. Apparently, the way to sell a used car these days is the incentive of a free vape pen. where do you think this is actually being sold?
Go
What?
on.
Say that again?
Right. So the car, yeah, is being sold, and in the advert is vape with purchase. So you're getting a free vape pen with this car.
Tesla.
No?
Hmm.
The dealerships in Utah, would you believe?
Really?
Yeah,
That's surprising.
that's what I thought. And it's an all-black 2006 Ford Focus All RS.
Huh.
It is a car that I would quite happily own.
And you get a free vape.
Is-
What they're
And
going to
you
give
get
you?
a free vape.
What are you going to get?
The spokesman for the dealership says most customers arrived with a vape, so it was an obvious move. Yes, there is a vape included in the purchase of the RS. We have a vape store next to our dealership that the buyer can go and pick out a vape. We did that because most of the potential buyers for that car come with a vape in hand.
That's crazy.
I love it. I mean, Gordon Bennett, if they think vapors drive tricked out Ford RSs, I'm all for it.
Yeah. bit of a weird one, though, isn't it? I mean,
Oh, it is. But in Utah, of all places. Yeah. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that's one of the most Mormon states in the United States.
Stuart says very nice, but sorry, Chris says very nice. I want one in blue. Stuart owns the 2017 Focus RS in lime green.
ooh,
Good lad.
lime green.
Oh, Bud Puffs, how you doing, mate? Sorry, mate, I didn't spot you there. Hip hop. Good evening, sir.
I didn't want to interrupt, but I saw him. I said hi in chat, though. So.
Sexy beast, you.
What, Bud Puffs?
No, Chris, for saying hi in chat.
Oh, I say.
I'm taken, ladies. Sorry.
I think you're telling porkies because I've seen your soft furnishings, mate. They're not up to scratch. Not for that voice.
Nope. Nope.
Trust Grumpy. He had a cosy.
So I've got to ask the question. Is that it for the news? Sorry.
That's it, mate.
Right.
That's
You're a
all.
sexy beast, too.
Well,
Fine.
I'm going to go on to a little bit of a maybe a seriously topic. Has anyone seen the trailer to the You Don't Know Nicotine?
No, I saw you sent it to me. I hadn't had a chance to watch it.
It's worrying.
You haven't watched it.
No.
I sent it 2 days ago, and you've not watched it.
know.
It's not even 3 minutes long.
You know what? I'll mute myself. I'll watch it right now.
Did you watch it, Steve?
Oh,
Has,
yes,
any,
I
has
watched
anybody in chat seen it?
It's no 1 billion lives.
Yeah, I to be honest with you, I watched it. I know it's only like a teaser to the main trailer, but yeah, that were a bit worrying, to be honest with you. I mean, if you have seen the trailer, to me, it's already shouting out anti-vaping.
Oh, God, yeah. When you've got teenagers talking about vaping in the classroom.
Yeah, the teacher allowed us to vape in the classroom. I mean, whoa, straight away.
I mean, it should be said this is a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
It doesn't give context. This is them throwing the hooks out, trying to get the fish in. And it does the job.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Grim was discussing it heavily with a call-in show on the Wednesday vlog. I really don't think... This seems more angled on the effects of nicotine with the young. And vape is going to get a bad rap with that. So there's no... They're not looking at the health benefits. They're not looking at the stopping smoking or the effects of the cigarettes. This is going to be an out-and-out attack from the looks of it.
It's... I mean, I know it's only a really short trailer, but it was so like, wow. I was surprised considering it's the same people that did A Billion Lives. They're coming at this angle. And the way, I mean, I know it's only a very, very short trailer, but it just straight away puts vaping in a bad light. Straight away.
You ain't kidding. Right, for those who haven't seen it, and it is short, the link is now in chat. So you're looking at 1 minute 19, and that 1 minute 19...
Yeah, I just watched the whole thing. That's how short it is.
It's worrying.
So,
and it is concerning, yes.
So, Chris, you've watched it fresh. What's your take on it? From what you...
That's my take on it. That's my gut reaction is
If I didn't know better, I'd honestly think the American government had something to do with the money.
You know, I'm interested to see what they say in the movie. I'm actually very interested in watching it now, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a positive message, to be fair.
Are they going to be doing this the same way as they did A Billion Lives, where you can only watch it in a cinema?
I don't know. I have no idea.
If they do, then we've got nothing to worry about, because hardly anybody's going to get to see it.
Yeah, like they didn't see A Billion Lives.
I will.
Well, I only got to see A Billion Lives because it was available on a streaming service.
I've still not seen that film.
I would strongly suggest that people, if you want to see more and get an idea above what's on the trailer, go to the Twitter feed. Go to the Twitter feed and then look at the people that are supporting this film within Twitter. And once you've done that, start having a look at some of the links that they're copying to.
It's not looking good.
No.
It's not looking good. I mean, we could be totally, totally wrong, and this film might be really good for us. But from what I've seen from Twitter and what I've seen from that trailer, it does not look good at all. No,
I mean, when it comes to vaping, there appears to be no balance to it. It's about the nicotine. They're not bothered what's delivering the nicotine. They just seem to be throwing everything under the bus.
But it was more, if you on that short little trailer, it just seemed to be about vaping. But surely nicotine's got something to do with cigarettes as well.
But the people they're aiming this film at are going to be looking at that. They want the anti-vapors to go and see it, don't they?
I didn't see it as targeting vaping, but more specifically the nicotine itself. That's the message I got from it, but it wasn't a good message, to be sure.
Well, TVP's, I think, just put his finger right on it.
Yeah.
Let's face it, A Billion Lives did pretty much F all. Why will this get any more clout? It's a fair point.
I mean, let's face it, to be honest with you, when Billion Lives was being promoted and that lot, I was all well for it. And then when you find out that you can't actually watch the blooming thing unless you go to one of their premier cinema performances, I think the only one in this country was London. I don't think there was any other cinema doing it when it came out. And that was the only way to watch it. You was like, well, what's the point? Absolutely, what was the point?
Tiberius has just come up with a lovely one. Nicotine is in potatoes and tomatoes too. I bet they don't mention that. My God, my boy has a salad.
TVP brings up a good point. Maybe the trailer's to trigger vapors, more eyeballs and people talking about it.
Fair point again, Mark. Fair point.
Yeah, fair point. I mean, let's face it, we're talking about it. The vaping industry in...
If we're talking about it, somebody else is going to be talking about it too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's...
Sorry. Mark's just brought Homer and his tobacco. That was one of my favourite episodes. These tomatoes are good. Oh, blood. But, I mean, yeah, Grim's been talking about it. There's a lot more. I've seen sort of bits and pieces from various advocacy sort of postings talking about it. It's going to get some clout doing this. You know, I don't think it's sorry, clout's the wrong word. It's going to get some views doing this.
I mean, let's face it. I am one of these people that if it's going to be put across in the way that sort of like they tell you the truth about nicotine and what it's doing to you and the side effects, health effects and all that, it is worth knowing about. But it still doesn't make it right to be condemning either cigarettes or vaping. Because you're still taking away that human choice. If you want to have a big fat cigar, you should be allowed to have a big fat cigar. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, you should be allowed to have that big fat cigar. That's the way I look at it.
And I agree. I mean, somebody raised a good point on Grimm's chat that maybe the reason he got into bed with the aunties was so that they would actually talk to him. Because given 1 billion lives, etc., you know, there is a chance that he would get resistance to people actually wanting to talk to him and share their information.
Yeah,
I mean, where that was coming from.
Yeah, I can see that point of view, but it's so like, have we become such mistrust? I think that's with vapors now. We are so mistrusting when anything like this comes along. It actually could be really good for us, but we don't know. But from that, looking at that trailer, straight away it was more to do with vaping than it was to do with nicotine.
Well, exactly.
In my point of view.
The thing is, though, you whip a dog for long enough, and eventually, as soon as you raise your hand, he's going to bite you.
Yeah.
That's how it's getting. You know, we've been under attack for years.
Mark also says that he saw a comment from Aaron this week saying the film has nothing to do with vaping. Bullshit much after that trailer?
Fair point.
Because she'd swear blind that trailer was from Still Blowing Smoke. From them lot.
Would you?
It does though, doesn't it? I mean, we've seen the advert where the FDA advert where it's all like the worms in your brains. They're already using that image. Straight away they was using that image.
Oh, the California health adverts. Oh, I so wanted to punch my telly. I was watching American channels on IPTV, and that came on, and it came on again and again and again. No. Oh, evening, Billy. Kev, did we see what?
I know, that's what I was just scrolling through chat to see if he asked us if we saw something. But if, and it's a big if, they also mentioned the potential health benefits to treat things like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Right, Bill Richards. Absolutely. I doubt they'll say anything about that.
It's not much good for Pussy's face, though. Michael J. Fox, is it? I mean, how's he going to fill a mod?
Oh.
Marty! Olympians!
Sorry, that was wrong.
That was wrong. So wrong.
No.
No. I don't know. So, have we got else to cheerful to talk about? Cheerful?
Vaping's dead good.
It's great. Oh dear.
It's been rather quiet on the news front, to be honest.
It has. It's been very, very quiet. I've got to admit.
Ben did send me something regarding the
You
Philippines.
can't show that on TV.
No, not that. Now, we were talking about this on Sunday, about the proposed changes in the Philippines, and they were talking about higher taxes on tobacco products. Now, it started off, they were looking at 10, is it 10 pesos? It is pesos, isn't it, in the Philippines? They were looking at 10 pesos, and now apparently the excise tax will go beyond 50 pesos for quantities of more than 50 mils. So that looks to me like how they're trying to close the short fill loophole. Because effectively what Ben was saying was they are bringing TPD into the Philippines. So the second district representative said definitely a tax on vape is on the table, definitely will increase it, and 45 pesos is our target. The tax wouldn't be lower than 25 pesos, but this is the bit that got me twitching a bit, and I know Paul read it as well. Also seeking higher excise taxes on alcohol, etc. As the country grows richer, as the people grow richer, they can afford it, but not the health cost. They cannot afford. So
that's the point. How much is a peso?
Well, it's not that much, but if you reckon the average wage is $6,000, I'd love to see where this rich is coming from. There you go. Cheers, Ben. 52 pesos equals $1.
And what's a dollar nowadays?
And 1 peso equals 0.04 pound.
Evening, Zan.
So 1 Mexican peso equals 0.042 pounds.
What's a US dollar?
To USD.
I remember the days when it used to be 75p to $1.
5 cents.
I remember the days when we used to get $2 to the pound.
Yeah.
5 cents. 1 peso.
Curse these cocky colonials. Our pound's worth 2 of yours.
Yeah, God, back in the day, that. I remember when it was.
Oh, Philippine peso. All right, hold on 1 second. That's 1 penny. That's 1 penny.
So you're looking at 45p.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough, but as Ben pointed out, I mean, you're talking third world conditions here.
Yeah.
4 German marks to the pound. The German mark. Oh, they were the good old days when you went to a beta and you had to get what was the Spanish one?
Was it the drachma?
No, that's Greece. The peso wasn't peso, was it? No, that's Mexico.
Ibiza's Spain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it peso?
Oh, I remember. I don't think it was a peso. Oh,
Guys, the euro been in that long that we forgot.
Yeah. All I remember is I handed over some good old-fashioned British pounds in paper. I've got this massive wedge of Monopoly money.
You sure they didn't give you what was them olives? They didn't pay you back in olives, did they?
No. Well, they accepted it at space, and I got off my tits, so it was all right.
There you go. What more would you want?
Pesetas. That's it.
Potatoes?
Peseta.
Peseta. You say peseta, I say potato.
Peseta?
Not only pesetas, but do you remember the lira?
Yeah.
The Italian.
The lira.
One of those, there was a ridiculous exchange rate on that at one point. But we are showing our age here.
I know. I mean, when did they convert to euro?
About 2002, according to Stuart.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, plastic. It's not the same anymore.
Oh, I hate the new money. I hate our new money.
I don't like pound coins. I wish they'd stuck to the pound note. You knew where you were with that.
I learned total trivia here. You know money, coin money. Do you know why they've got the edges all the way around the sides?
Go on then.
It's because of the Americans. Originally, it used to be in silver coins.
Yeah,
And what they used to do was trim the outsides off, gather all the trimmed edges off, and melt it and make more coins. And that's why they put the edge all the way around, so that you'd know if it'd been trimmed. Useless
that
bit of
with-
information.
They do that with dimes and quarters and $half. They don't do that with nickels or pennies.
Yeah, they used to do all the originally. It seemed like they used to pay in the Civil War. They used to pay by actual cards, as in
Yep.
playing cards.
Yep.
There you
I know
go.
what you mean.
That's where paper money came from. The original
Yeah.
paper money was actually playing cards.
Yeah, didn't the whole salmon looks good, did it?
Learn something new every day. A little bit of useless information there.
Little tidbit of useless information there.
The only reason I know this is because I was watching Porn Stars.
There we go again.
PAW.
POW.
Saying that you're on about on that show, there's another show called Hardcore Porn.
Yeah.
Um,
I was so disappointed.
my dad came down when I was out. I think I was actually when we popped out to Knucklehead Vapes. My dad had come down and me talking to my wife, and my wife turned around to my dad says, "What you been watching like?" And my wife turned around and said, "Oh, I've been watching hardcore porn."
Tea everywhere.
Yeah. Trying to explain that to me, Dad.
I raised you better than that, lad.
Oh dear gosh.
Oh, man. See, that's something else kids of today are never going to have to learn. How to hide your stash.
True. Talking about kids, there's a mod out. I saw, I can't remember who makes it. Oh, it looks like a Game Boy.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the one that Chris turned down the review for.
It honestly looked like a Game Boy. I was gobsmacked. I mean, all right, I know kids nowadays don't know what probably a Game Boy is, but
Yeah, but
yeah, it just looked like, honestly, it just looked like a Game Boy. Even down to buttons, positioning and everything. I was gobsmacked.
right.
Just thought I'd bring that up, I'm sorry. Random, I know. It's one of those random shows tonight.
It'll be a Tamagotchi one next, mate.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Whatever next. Really is. We're so like, whatever next.
It'll be something pod.
Oh,
You can made one like a Pokemon ball. Yeah, I remember there was one. Wasn't there an RDA that was a Dragon Ball?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that caused some hoo-ha and all,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that were a SoulOhm tank, wasn't it?
I
Yeah.
could see that being kind of targeted toward kids. In a way.
I mean, I know Game Boy, so like, that's more our generation than what kids
Yeah,
are
than
into.
younger kids.
Yeah,
generation.
so-
But it's video games.
Oh my god! You know how much that Puff Boy, the Whizman Puff Boy is?
How much?
$69.90.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a sec.
So it's what, $70 basically.
Yeah, 200 watt mod.
Fucking Ben.
There we are. Links in. Now this is a sales site, and we're not condoning the sales site. It's just so that people can have a look. Dual battery, 200 watt output, retro, interesting high performance box mod. Features the unique body design of a portable gamer device, and will probably get you shot in several states in the United States of America.
I can't get over that. I mean,
It's unbelievable.
the grey one really looks like a Game Boy, doesn't it? I can't get a picture of it up. See if I can get a picture of it up. Copy. Do-do-do-do. Carry on talking.
I'm carrying on, darling. But I mean,
Oh, God.
There you go.
I'm guessing it's got to be Chinese, surely.
Well,
Do Pirelli still make the calendar? I hope so, Bill. I miss the Pirelli calendar. That used to be the highlight of going to Quick Fit.
Get that down there. See if I can add this just to show people what we're talking about. Image. Cancel that.
It'd be interesting to see whether there would actually be grounds for Nintendo to sue over that. Whether there's enough similarities.
I think there is plenty of similarity.
There you go.
But there was a lot of cheap market, battery Pac-Man machines and things. There we are.
Get that bigger for you. Look at that. Especially that one. It's the one on the end.
The grey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the green with the purple. Yeah.
Scary. There you go. See, we're doing technology here. That's 2 pictures I've managed to get up here on screen.
I'm impressed.
And Ebby's just ordered one.
Ebby. Excellent.
Yeah, tell us how it works. Yeah. So what do you think to it? Do you think it's a good thing or?
No.
Because I remember, it's going back a few years. You know the Nintendo actual console, the little stick. There was a guy in America. He was buying up the original controllers and turning them into mods.
Yep, I seen that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, you were modding them. I mean, those were back in the day, when modding was more in the mainstream because obviously
More prominent,
yeah.
That's interesting. Irish reckons they couldn't sue because there's too many similar devices. The copyright hasn't been protected in years. They could try to sue, but they'd lose.
Yeah, I can't see
Possibly.
I can't see Nintendo trying for copyright because
It's probably why they've gone for the Game Boy rather than the 3DO or anything like that. Interesting.
I mean, what's Nintendo now? It's that Switch thing, isn't it? Where you got the docking station-y thing, so...
Which is awesome.
Is it?
Oh, daughter's got one. Mario, getting your butt kicked by your 16-year-old daughter is not fun. I'm telling you, man. Timmy's just come up with an interesting comment. It's a bit of fun for old gamers. It's not a bad little mod if I remember. We'll bring it to Expo. Good lad, Timmy.
Good lad. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't mind a look at that just to see, but...
Yeah, the old Nintendo joysticky thingy. Can't you tell I'm not a gamer?
Yep, the gamepad.
But saying that, there's been some really funny ones. Can you remember that depth charge one? It was basically, that looked like a grenade. Inikin did one that looked exactly like a grenade, didn't they? Can you remember that? What was that? Were it Inikin? It was like, literally, it looked like a grenade.
Then there was the one that looked like a detonator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really a fan of those style things.
Oh, Jesus Christ almighty.
What?
Yes.
You rang.
You rang.
You rang. IPv2.
Right. There's an S100 hand grenade 18350 mod, and it's a mech mod. I'm going to post this. This is for sale currently on DHgate, and I can guarantee you ain't getting this one on the plane. It is unreal.
I'm sure it was.
Hello, ID Voga.
Unbelievable. It actually looks like a grenade.
Yeah, it was Inikin.
Was it in
The Inikin Coolfire 2.
Coolfire 2?
Yeah. I remember these. See if I can bring it up.
You're going back a bit then.
See if I can bring this image up for you.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Browse. God, I'm getting really technical here. Where is it?
To be fair, that looks like an oversized nail varnish bottle
There you go.
compared to some of them.
That was back in day.
Yeah, we didn't have a load of... oh god.
Look at I remember the tank as well, because the tank, you could move the mouthpiece around. It was on a ball.
Really?
Yeah, literally, it was on a ball.
So you could swivel the tip around on
You
top
could
of the ball.
swivel a tip around. Yes, you could.
Mm.
Could have it in any position you like.
With your reputation. Chris, why are you looking so shocked, mate? Hi,
Oh.
Poker.
I don't know. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be. Not in here.
Tiberius, you're not wrong, mate. Turn it upside down and it's a turkey based.
And by all accounts, hip hop's still got some of them tanks as well. There you go.
I must admit, when I first started vaping, and there was a lot more of those very large mouth-to-lung tips and that, there was something quite stylish about those.
Well, when I dug this out, this is Twisted Messes, I didn't realise how big the drip tip was.
Mm-hmm.
That is a big boy, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, compared to how we've got so used to
Which one is that?
low profiles like that.
Oh, yeah.
This
Which one
is
is
Twist number 2. Version
The
2.
second one, Twisted Messes Squared.
Yeah. No, well, they called it squared, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Okay.
Best
I don't have that one. I've just got the first and the 24 Pro.
Yeah, the fuse release.
I've got 3 of them. I've got the 2 silver ones, 1 black one. I've got the Twisted Messes 24 Pro titanium. Is it titanium version? Got that one.
Maybe.
I used to have the Twisted Messes squared, the one that was actually a square that you turned the dial.
Yep.
Well, now we're going back to and I've obviously got the
Oh,
original.
Cubed.
That's
it. Was
it, cubed.
It was the TM3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god.
You're
I
right.
love Google.
Again,
I
yeah.
love Google.
Stop calling my name.
Easy, Tiger.
Now what are you looking
Super.
at?
I'm just seeing if I can get this up. No, I don't want to log in. Oh, sorry, guys.
It's all right.
secs.
It's all right. You're just killing chat. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
It's all right. Chat amongst yourselves. You'll be right.
Well, it's asking me how old I am now, and it won't
What? Don't they
take age.
know? Don't they know who you are?
No, it's good.
Don't you know who I am?
I'm a friend of Mark. That sounds like a euphemism, I'm afraid.
Oh, hip hop BFG loves his massive boxes.
Oh, he likes a big box. Does BFG?
I say, oh my god, how do I identify female, male, or non-binary?
Sorry.
On
Transgender.
Pinterest.
Oh, you're
Transgender.
definitely non-binary.
Non-binary? How dare you, sir?
What the heck's non-binary?
It's neither nor. You're in.
Androgynous.
Yes.
Oh,
That's a good word.
Yeah, that's a very good word.
oh, you're a hermaphrodite.
Yeah, I guess you could say that too. Someone who's transgender, transsexual, something. In
Yeah,
the
well,
middle.
the transgender we're referring to is the change from one sex to the other. The
Yeah,
androgynous is you don't particularly see yourself as male or female.
Oh, androgynous is a style, not a gender.
Yeah, fair point, but
It's a it's a lifestyle choice.
it's gender fluid, isn't it? I believe is the correct way of doing the gender bit. Where is it? Oh, where's it gone now? Oh, there we are.
If I had $1 for every gender, I'd have $2 and a pile of fakes.
Oh, great. Forget it. No. Horrible thing.
I thought you
You got
liked
to-
it. I thought you liked Google.
Androgynous, that's a big word for a little girl.
I put gun-shaped vape into Google.
Oh,
Yeah?
that's nasty.
The mag, the smock mag.
Well, forget the smart mag. I mean, the mag just looks like the pistol grip in the cartridge.
Yeah, but I've seen the one that you're talking about too, the one that's actually formed out of a pistol or looks just like one.
Yeah, so the trigger is the fire button.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the screen is above where your magazine would go. And then to actually vape it, you have to put the muzzle in your mouth and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad.
Just slightly.
Oh my God, I can't believe somebody did that.
It's but I mean, there's one that looks like it's got an old C4 cartomizer on
That's
the
so
end as well.
shameful. That is so shameful.
But but thing is though, is it any worse than having a lighter that looks like a gun?
Yeah, you're not putting it in your mouth.
Yeah, but you are.
You're just putting it to the tip of your cigarette.
Exactly.
You're not pointing the gun barrel in your
Yeah.
mouth.
Let's be right. If you pick the wrong one up, the worst you're going to do with the lighter is blow the end off your fag.
True. Yeah, that is true.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, you know when you have them coke nights.
Oh my God, I didn't realize that.
You know the pile of ladies that are half asleep, semi-naked. I need to vape. Our rock and roll lifestyle as we lead.
Ibuprofen, I had no idea. Facebook identifies 72 different gender groups.
You're having a giraffe.
72.
70. Look.
I think Darwin would have an argument with that one.
I think so.
I mean,
72.
That's what
Okay.
I would have just stated.
I would say of myself, and I would hope others would say it as well.
Ben says, so 70 fakes.
I'm tolerant of anybody's lifestyle choice, yeah?
Oh, definitely.
As long as it doesn't cause any harm to anybody else, you treat everybody with the respect they deserve, as an individual. But 72 genders.
I've always said, and I've been like this ever since I can remember. As a grown adult, you can do exactly what you want as long as you don't hurt children and you don't hurt animals. That's it. That's my play. The world is your oyster. 72. I just don't get it.
My lord. There's a list and a half.
What are you looking at?
Different genders?
Come on then. You've got to read some out.
Share the link.
No, I want Steve to read them out. Come on.
Right, so we've got... No. That's a list of people with non-binary genders. List of genders. Come on. Where's that gone to? It's a list of genders. So according to this, there is 4 genders.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the Navajo. There we go. List of genders. So there's heterosexual, homosexual, lesbian, bisexual, pansexual, bi-curious, polysexual, monosexual, allosexual, where you are not asexual, attracted to at least one gender. Androsexual, being attracted to masculine gender presentation. Gynosexual, being attracted to female gender presentation. Questioning, people who are debating their own sexuality or gender. Asexual, not experiencing sexual attraction. Note, you can also be aromantic. What the hell's aromantic? And you don't necessarily have to be asexual or aromantic at the same time. There's demisexual, where you only experience sexual attraction after forming a strong emotional bond. Grey asexual, where you only experience attraction rarely on a very low scale. Perio-orientated, where your sexual and romantic orientation targets the same gender. Vario-orientated, where the sexual and romantic orientations do not target the same set of genders. For example, you can be heteromantic and bisexual, or being homo-romantic and pansexual. Well, I'm getting confused here.
Me too.
Yeah, but isn't this... that's still not your gender, though.
No, but here we go, gender and sex. So, sex, you assign gender at birth and or the gender of your reproductive organs. Gender is where you feel that you personally fall on the spectrum between male and female. Cisgender, where you identify with the gender you were assigned at birth. Transgender, where you identify with a gender different where you were assigned at birth. And transsexual, where you have had gender reassignment surgery.
My theory, there are only two genders. There are male and female. But there are many different ways that people identify their gender. You see what I mean?
Oh, there is.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, but your sexual preference is your sexual preference. If you find,
Right.
I mean, let's face it, there are people
And I'm
that
not
like
talking about
inanimate
sexual
objects, and they have a very fulfilling relationship with a doll or a post or a car. That is not a gender. That is your your sexual preference.
Right.
I must admit, I'm siding with Bill and ID here. So most of this is just
Bush.
PC gone mad.
I mean, let's face it.
Well,
If you were born a male, but your head is thinking, "This, I'm in the wrong body. I know I'm in the wrong body. I should be in a female body," and they feel that they need to be in a female body, and they get transgender. I totally get that. Totally understand that, because let's face it, biology in nature can mess things up completely.
We've gone over the hour.
Oh, be right.
Okay. Sorry, I just noticed.
Vaping Irishes. A woman married a piece of the Berlin Wall and cheated on it with a fence. No joke. It wouldn't surprise me. The world has become very strange.
It has, when you're getting that. But let's face it, no matter what, there's still only male or female. That's it. In the whole...
Did it pursue a divorce?
Pardon?
I was asking about the Berlin Wall. Did it pursue a divorce after the cheating?
It's the custody, who got custody of the gate, that's more important. Right, if you don't use the label that people wish to be identified by, you can be jailed in Canada and other places. They, sie, are some of the labels not wishing to identify as he or she. Well,
No, it's not. It's not illegal here in the States yet, as far as I know. But you know,
Focus. I'm fat, but I identify as skinny. Does that mean I'm trans-slender?
Translender.
that's funny.
Like I say,
But what it is snowflake society, bro. Snowflake society. People, it's like using the term gay to mean either male or female. You know, females kind of took offense to that, and so they wanted to be identified as something else, so they came up with the term lesbian. You know, it's kind of like that.
Well, at the end of the day, you're either heterosexual or you're homosexual, aren't you, surely?
Yeah.
Homosexual covers both male and female.
But
I mean,
again,
I'm
that
thick. Don't quote
Again,
me.
that comes down to sexual preference, though, not gender.
Yeah, of course it does.
Right.
But all the ones that Steve was saying, they're all
Supposed
it's
gender.
your sexual orientation. It's not your
Right,
gender, surely.
No.
You can only either be male or female.
Novic gender blows my mind. A gender that is super complex and impossible to describe in a single term. Well, you're either
There you
male,
go.
female, or not.
Toril Holman, the need to label what we are is a bit worrying. I'm me with all that entails without needing to fall into a subcultural arena.
Good on you.
Big love. That's a great comment.
And some people are born with both genders. so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
about
oh
it.
yeah, totally.
Yep. Yeah,
And that's
there's
where
a,
you do get transgender, which I
there's a condition
totally.
where people
Yeah.
are born with both sexual organs.
And the thing that always kills me on that one is when you listen to the stories of people that were born as hermaphrodites, the parents chose which gender
Yeah.
they were going to keep.
Yep.
So you can see where the issue is.
Oh yeah,
They
totally.
didn't give them a
Yeah.
choice. You know, and later in life, the female hormones may come out stronger after they've already, you know, decided that they wanted a boy, you know, and then the estrogen and the hormones might kick in, and female development might kick in, and what is he going to do then? You know what I mean?
Well, this is what I'm saying. That is a natural biological thing that happens in nature.
Right.
That's a natural biological thing. But who you fancy and who you don't fancy, or what you fall in love with, or what you find sexually attractive, I think that's different from being in gender.
That's psychological rather than physical.
Yeah.
I was speaking physically specifically. You know, with the estrogen and the hormones coming out, you're going to develop as a woman. And if they decided they wanted a boy, and they got rid of the female parts at birth, and you start to develop those female parts physically, that's going to fuck you up.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
mean,
mean?
anybody, honestly, heartfelt, anybody that's going through anything like that, the turmoil internally in your brain must be awful.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
especially if you're in one, if I would say you're a male or you're a female, and you feel that you're in your wrong body, that must be absolutely torture. It really must be. Yeah, totally. Right, guys, I'm going to, because we have gone over the hour, I just want to say before we go any further, all three of us, we're just normal blokes. We've got no agenda or anything like that. Peace, love and everything for everyone. It's more of a conversation of intrigue than a conversation of having a go at anyone, because we're definitely not having a go at anyone.
Not bashing anyone.
No, because obviously, it's more of a learning. Ice cream! Ice cream! Oh, an ice cream!
That's right, too. Chris Doyle just mentioned that Purge are doing pods now, too.
Yeah. Before you go any further, Chris, just let you know as well, they're made in China. Yeah, but come on, what's Purge renowned for? Everything is made in the USA.
Yep.
The
You ain't kidding, kid.
Pods are made in China.
But at least they're being honest about it this time.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, right?
Most definitely. Right, Chrissy baby, what you got coming up on your channel? Or are you just tweeting twitching?
I'm just twitching.
You're twitching? Are we doing any live shows?
No, I am going to do a live show tomorrow at some point, because I missed yesterday. I was out all day long, and so I didn't even get the chance to post about it. But yesterday's show did not happen, so I'm going to try and do one tomorrow for about an hour. Other than that, I'm going to be twitching on my channel. Twitching on my channel. I'll be gaming on my Twitch channel each morning. No real set time. It's kind of when I wake up, generally between 8 and 9 a.m. here in the United States, Eastern Standard Time. But that's going to continue on. That's about it for me as far as I know.
BFG?
Well, we've got Tales coming up on Sunday. After last week's tour de force with young Ben.
Oh, it was awesome.
And it was good. I'll never look at cornflakes in the same way again. This week, back to the bare bones, I believe.
We're having a chill out one, aren't we?
We are.
If you've got a question for us ready for the Tales of the Ohm, if you'd like to put it in the SoulOhm crew chat or in the actual Tales of the Ohm chat, either one. If you got a question for us, it doesn't have to be vape related. It could be anything that you like, as long as it's not too personal. We are willing to answer your questions. So if you'd like to fire away and be part of the show in that way, I think that'd be awesome. We'll get a Q&A going.
Or you can leave us a voice message if you go over to SoulOhmReviews.com.
Yes, you can.
A 90-second voice We have a very particular set of skills.
We have a very particular set of skills, don't we? Yes, very particular.
So we'd love it if you joined us on Sunday. Kicking off at 2 o'clock over on SoulOhm's channel, Tales from the End, and it will be available on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and Spotify, as they now own Anchor, apparently.
So you got a spotty anchor.
Indeed. That's what led to Chris's problem.
There you go.
He's counting again.
He's counting again. Right, what have I got coming up? Next week I have got the Turan Solo RDA coming up from Hip Hop Juice. So that will be coming up. Hip Hop Juice just confirmed that I am okay to review that next week. Please let me know. I've also got the Preco 2, a mouth-to-lung semi-disposable tank, and just to give you a little hint, it's not actually bad, to be fair. So I've got them coming up next week. So yeah, and then obviously Ohm Service again on Thursday, and don't forget Tales from the Ohm on Sunday. So yeah, all busy. So yes, that's it for me. I want to give a big shout out, say thank you very much, Lethal.
Hey, thank you.
BFG, thank you, kiddos. Chat, you have been absolutely awesome. Spanners, thank you for looking after chat. Really do appreciate it. Want to give an extra shout out to Chris Doyle for putting all the links in and all that good stuff. Thanks, Chrissy baby. It's always nice to have that going off in the background there. Helps us run the show nice and lovely. Nice to meet all the new people that have joined us in chat as well. So hello and welcome to the crazy world of the Ohm Service. Hope you can join us on Sunday at 2 o'clock. So I'm going to pass it over to... Let's go for something different. Let's pass it over to Lethal, and then you can pass it over to BFG. Let's do a bit of a change.
Sure. Well, thanks, guys, in chat. Each and every one of you guys, your support is very, very, very appreciated. Without you guys, we wouldn't have a show. Thanks to all the spanners for doing your due diligence and sticking with us for the show. Thank you, Mark and Steve, for such a great show. It's been nice. It's been fun. And guys, I'll just do this now since we're going to pass this over to Steve and then back to Mark. Guys, please remember that we're the masters of our own destinies. We're the only ones in this world that can pick and choose how positive or negative our days are ever going to be. So remember to keep the positivity high, keep the smile on your face, and let that negative just brush off your shoulders. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Stevie, take it away.
Andy Harris, this one's for you, kid. Right. Just to reiterate what Mark said, I do hope nobody's taking offence to discussion. It was a discussion and it was a learning exercise. It is getting a bit silly, but that's my personal opinion, and we've all got one. Yeah. Massive thank you to everybody in chat. Absolutely awesome. From the looks of it, if you're out in the Whitby area, go check out a Folk Week, because it looks like Bill's going to be busy for the next 10 days.
Awesome. And
to be honest, get yourself up to Whitby anyway. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I like
Magpies, one of the best fish and chips you will ever come across. Apart from Paul Chapman's place up at Roseworth in Stockton, that is an awesome chippy. Oh, the things that boy does with chips. Massive thank you to the Spanners, as always. Wonderful, wonderful people you are. You just spotted the camera, Chris, or what?
No. I just killed a spider, and now he's got a friend that came out.
It's going to eat him. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to kill it.
Why?
I hate spiders. Hate spiders.
Julie! We haven't missed you.
Julie! I've missed you.
They've
not missed you. I've
missed you.
I found a spider.
Right, I'm going to say it if you guys are not. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all next week, and hopefully see you all on Tales from Ohm on Sunday. Good night from me, Chris and Steve. Have a good one. See you all later. Blue waffle.
How do you know it's gay, Chris? How can you have a
Hashtag don't touch my acorn.
don't touch my acorn.
Don't touch my
Bye,
acorn.
Julie.
Bye, Julie. We love you.
Fresh
Love you long
batches
time.
for Sunday.
$35. Oh, Mr. Honey.